Well, we've been locked in our rooms for most of the last week playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is pretty much the first time we've spoken in almost a week.
Yep.
Wasn't it fucking awesome when Donald wielded the Keyblade and saved everyone from Marluxia's Heartless?
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Or the scene where Axel killed Riku just to get to Kairi. That was pretty good.
Right?
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
I totally shipped them.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that Xehanort would end up voiced by Gilbert Gottfried, though?
Yeah.
Weird choice. Oh, right, Castranger.
Oh, whoops.
Hi.
Hi.
We've been sealed in our rooms, celebrating the end of a 13-year wait!
Yeah, really. Kingdom Hearts 3 out now, and it's fucking fantastic.
Alright, so, welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger.
Wait, cue the fucking roll call!
We are live! Mike! Zenkaigan! Connect.
Loading.
Broadcast. Wielding equipment, the plot, and iron! Bluecaster, Ishida's a Zi-O! Loud and impulsive, Pinkcaster, Lane!
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster! Global South Perka!
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, everybody.
We are on episode 230.
Wow.
Blaze, Pokemon!
Pokemon, Digimon, and Dual Monster.
And
go!
Emily, Yokai.
Of course!
Bakugan.
What number is it? Yokai don't have numbers!
They don't? What kind of monster collecting franchise
What's
doesn't
the
have
number?
numbers?
I'm just gonna check and see, maybe they do.
230. Oh, it's Kingdra.
Cool.
Gar's not here because he's off having a soul-searching groove get-packing adventure.
No, he's having a birthday weekend in Dunville.
Same thing.
No.
Holy crap,
not.
Yokai apparently do have numbers.
Okay.
At least in Yokai in individual games, and number 230 is Bibliotengu.
Cool.
Except the only one I'm getting is like this Japanese site, so...
All right.
I mean, not Japanese, Spanish. Those aren't even close.
Yeah, same thing.
I'm just trying to find his English name, because I know that's not what it is.
Anyone who actually cares can look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week we are talking about Kamen Rider Zi-O, episode 20. Patranger, Lupinranger, episode 49.
Wow.
And finally, we're getting around to the Kamen Rider Build Be the One summer movie.
Are we, though?
I mean, I have thoughts.
Yeah, no, we all do, trust me.
But we'll get to that.
Anyways!
No, Blaze, Seadramon is not Pokemon number 230 because he was in fucking episode 2.
Yeah, he's Digimon number 2.
Play the fucking sound.
It's called Nerd in English, N-I-R-D.
Nerd.
It's like a bird nerd, I guess.
Okay, so I gotta say, this episode was interesting because they actually made Gates seem kind of cool. Like, this is the episode where I think they're kind of, like, going on the right direction of how Gates should be as a character now. Because, like, he was actually pretty fucking cool this episode.
Blaze, if Seadramon is number 230, then it's in a different continuity, because in the original Digimon anime numbering, Seadramon was definitely within the first 20. Anyways, you were saying...
That's the thing, like with Yokai Watch, it's the same. They actually have different numbers depending on what game they're in, I think.
Who's Ichi?
That is I.
That's Ichi.
That is I, Chi.
I'm lame.
Yes, so... By the way, we're up to 15 Wagakuseishus.
We're up to 38 now.
Of Wagamaos.
Yep, Wagamaos. God, like, I'm starting to like just the way, like, another Waz just talks all the time. Like, how he's just like, yes, my savior.
Oh, by the way, Paul was watching the episodes with us. He was only able to join us for...
Oh, God!
It's a quiz bomb!
Quiz kebab!
Paul, Mr. Greencaster, was on
kebab thing.
He was
Great.
he was on Extra this week, and he also watched the episodes with us, but he couldn't stay. But while we were watching the episodes, he came up with another nickname for another Waz, which was pretty fun. He decided that he should be called Francois. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Add that to your vernacular.
All right, I got it for another kebab picture. If you can do this. Oh God,
is that going to be a thing now?
Can you please do it with Kamen Rider Blade's head?
No, you know
Blade's head is like perfect for it.
No, I got it. Spectre.
Oh, dual kebabs. No, Deep Spectre.
No, Zero Spectre. 3 of them.
There you go. Do all of them. Kebabs for all those riders. Blade Spectre, Deep Spectre, and Zero Spectre.
Oh my God, I love Blaze in our chat. I want Gates to tell White Waz, go Waga Kyusei, shoot yourself.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's great.
At least then I have some goddamn respect for Gates, because God, I hate him. But, like Layton was saying, he has been doing some interesting things this episode.
I'm gonna say, though, he actually did a henshin for once.
He did a henshin!
That wasn't, like, the stupid fucking, like, overhand thing where he, like, flips it in 2 different directions. And, like, no. He actually henshins in this episode where he just literally, like, flicks the Ziku driver, like, spins it, and then he just has, like, his arm out like this when he's transforming. And it's fucking awesome. And
it was,
like, more suitable for him.
Can you just do that from now on, please?
Stop doing the stupid hand thing. That's not cool. Sogo's is cool, yours is not.
I finally figured out what his old henshin pose reminded me of.
What? It's
a fucking Kamen Rider belt, not a goddamn steering wheel. He's doing the fucking over-under technique.
There you go. But yeah, like, even Sogo said it in the episode. He's just like, yeah, you weren't, like, being, like, the straightforward self you usually are. And
can I just say that I try real hard to pay attention and like document what's going on when we talk about these shows. These last 2 episodes are fucking beyond me. I am no longer able to track what anyone is doing or why. I don't know what the fucking point is. Do we want to kill Quiz? Do we want to not kill Quiz? Do we want to get the ride watch? Do we want to not get the ride watch?
I was kind of yeah, like, I understand that this is a show about time travel, so it has to have at least one plot arc that makes no sense to anyone, but...
Maybe it's because it's the Quiz arc. We're all supposed to be goddamn fucking confused.
Also,
they're gonna give us a quiz on what happened.
Also, someone made this edit from the episode. It's fucking amazing. It's Sogo's kind of like complimenting Gates on like how straightforward he is, and he's just like, Sogo, baka. I love it. It's so adorable.
It's funny because Gates is a tsundere.
So, yeah, like, that's literally what happened. Like, Gates just went against what he usually does, which is his very straightforward approach. I'm just gonna fucking attack you and hope I win.
Except he hasn't even been consistent about that, because the primary reason for him even being here was to kill Sogo to stop Zi-O from happening, and then an opportunity presented itself for him to actually do the thing, and he's being all fucking wish-washy and backpedaling just because Francois doesn't appear entirely trustworthy. And sure, that's a valid point, but he just kicks his feet in the dirt and does nothing about it until this episode where he finally starts inching towards the idea of maybe making a decision on what I should fucking do now. Mm-hmm. God! Like, we both want to kill Quiz for different reasons. Do you? I don't know! I watched this episode 3 times, and I still don't know what's happening!
Yeah.
Like, another one, even the ride watches are inconsistent, because when they did the Shinobi one, certain things had to happen in the fight and then Waz just decides to write in his fucking time tablet, Waz extracts the Shinobi Mirai watch and then pulls it out of his ass. In this one, he didn't even do that. He just took a blank Mirai watch that he apparently had. By the way, they stopped showing the scenes where Sogo goes back to hand the blank ride watch to the rider. That doesn't happen anymore. But what? Francois just walks up to fucking Mondo, presses the blank me ride watch on him, and extracts his power into it. And they don't even explicitly explain. So now that he has the Quiz ride watch, does actual Kamen Rider Quiz's powers / timeline get erased? It doesn't look like it because he seems to still have his memories. And then he just assumedly gets whisked off back to his own timeline in Waz's time machine that we never see anymore. God! I hate this show!
Oh, that sucks. I like it. Anyways, so, pretty much this is just about them trying to get the Quiz ride watch, so Gates has it.
And Mondo wants to ask his dad if he loved their mother. Because that apparently is what's going to give him closure.
But don't you care about your father? No. Baka.
Like, okay, after all that ranting, I will speak some positives. We got to see Zi-O double armor, and it's fucking awesome. I love the design.
Isn't that gonna be a movie exclusive form?
It debuted in the movie, but I guess they figured enough time has passed that we can use it again.
And that means we can finally see it.
Yeah, and I love it because as he transforms, the Gaia memories like transform into little mini cons and do a little fighting on their own before attaching to the armor. That was really cool. Unfortunately, the Keisatsu is a little ridiculous. He just splits his arms and legs into double shapes when he does the kick.
No, it's
oh, you were so close.
It's a cool kick, but then you see the posing of the kick like underneath the double symbol, and you're just like, no. To answer, but yeah, the little double mini doubles are pretty fucking adorable.
I would love to see them fight more. Oh, what's
What's that?
Kamen Rider Quiz Cash form?
What? Was there Kamen Rider Cash?
No, it's like a game show.
Oh, yeah, it's just quiz, but like a different form. There we go.
To answer your question, Usher Boy 52, we have watched. Well, I don't. Lane didn't, but Gar and I watched the first episode of Tokusatsu Gagaga, and we love it, and it will absolutely be a feature topic very soon.
Yeah, like okay. The reason I didn't watch with you and Gar is because I kind of wanted I wanted you guys to watched it first, and then I'll watch it later, and then I can give you guys my thoughts on it. Sure. Yeah, so that's why. But yeah, so then, Aura, I gotta say, Aura sucks.
She's starting to get annoying.
It's more so not for anything she's specifically been doing, it's just that she's not really doing anything. She just keeps failing, and then she just gets a little upset about it, and then she just.
What's funny is the last couple with Shinobi and Quiz, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna seriously try to make them king this time." Oh no, I lost again.
And I love it.
Do you think that there are too many time jackers?
No.
It should have only been
It doesn't matter how many of them there are if they're all fucking terrible at their jobs.
Yeah. Also, you know, Aura sucks at trying to get someone to be king because she tried getting Decade to be king, and he's like, fuck you,
no.
Fuck you, no. You can't control Kamen Rider Decade.
I also thoroughly enjoy the fact that Decade literally fucked off so he wouldn't steal Kamen Rider Waz's debut thunder, and hasn't reappeared since.
Nope. But I hope he comes back and he just has Zi-O's powers. It'd be fucking awesome. Seriously, make another Decade season where he goes through all the Neo Heisei worlds. That'd be fucking sick.
Or at least a side special, We're
making a movie! Making a fucking movie!
I was about to say a Decade Returns movie.
We have a Decades B cinema? A proper Decade movie? That'd be awesome. Just fucking traveling through the Neo Heisei.
We actually properly end his goddamn story.
I don't care if you don't get all the original actors back, make them alternate like you did in the actual show.
No, they'll all be AUs.
Just do it. See? Decade's not even in Zi-O anymore, and we're still talking about him because he's that fucking badass.
I wouldn't describe him that way. I just would like to see it.
Oh man. Also, I gotta say, it's kind of Ichi will agree with me. It's kind of bullshit that Gates beat Zi-O in a fight.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
I was like, fuck you. No, Zi-O can kick your ass without.
Sogo was barely trying because we have seen it established solidly that Zi-O could kick his fucking ass.
That had to be it. I think just Sogo just wasn't was using I can't believe I'm making a fucking Shaggy meme joke here, but he was only using 1% of his power.
God damn it. I do not like that.
You don't like the Shaggy meme? Okay, who on the chat likes the Shaggy meme? I think it's funny.
I actually do not find it funny. I don't think it's.
I understand the attempt, and I get why they're trying to make it a meme. I just like it's hit.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. That I feel that the same too. It does not feel like
like
a real meme. It feels like they're forcing it to be a meme.
So long story short, the Shaggy meme is that everyone's been making Shaggy seem like he's like this like godly, super powerful fucking person, and if he like uses like even like 1% of his power, like everyone fucking dies instantly because he's so powerful. Yeah. So everyone's just been making Shaggy jokes.
There's a fucking petition to put him in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, one of our friends,
I hate the internet.
Our friend, the cosplay medic, is like fucking just like diving into this meme like hardcore. Hell, there's a petition that people have been signing to put Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11.
Also, Orb points out something that I've been laughing my ass off at. We haven't seen Decade Armor in fucking forever.
Like 2 episodes?
At least.
Okay,
maybe more.
What the fuck ever.
Was he not in the last episode?
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah, he went. He went Tajidor.
Oh yeah. And then Aura like pivoted them into each other. I forgot.
The reason why we didn't see Zi-O like really go anything other than Double was just because
we gotta show Double Armor.
It wasn't focused on him. It wasn't a Zi-O episode. So
sorry, Blaze.
Yeah. Remember, Blaze's two favorite things: Q Ranger and O's.
All right. So as I said, Francoise manages to extract the quiz Miride watch because fucking why not? At this
I can't
point.
wait to see how many fucking names we have for another Woz by the time this show is over. I really hope Woz kills another Woz and steals his powers.
Right? I want that so fucking bad!
Or he just makes his own Beyond Driver, and then there's just 2 Kamen Rider Wozes.
Right?
That'd be just double the Woz, double the
I want Og Woz to become Rider Woz!
I want hot Woz on Woz action! I don't get it. I want it. I don't get it.
There's the episode name.
And just the other Woz just needs. Well, no, we're gonna save hot Woz on Woz action when that actually does happen. We'll think of something better.
We'll see.
Well, for now, but and he'll be like a blue Woz or something like that. It'll look.
There's Zero Spectre.
Oh god, it looks awful.
Yep. Like
not the edit. The edit's great, but just like overall, that looks awful.
But yes.
Why is this a thing now?
Yeah.
Yay,
okay.
Yeah, play.
God. Okay.
Say no to the Shaggy meme, yes to the Kamen Rider Kebab meme.
There we go.
Kebab Rider!
Which started as a Sentai Kebab.
Zi-O.
Meat-O. Anyways, as I've been trying to say, so they get the Quiz Me Ride Watch, and we get to see Kamen Rider Woz featuring Quiz. I don't like it.
It's alright. I do like when he does like the question thing power, and then his his shoulders just like go out.
Oh yeah,
to, like,
he does his own Madoka Butsuka.
And
I love it.
No, that's cool.
He's so subtle with his voice, and it's so adorable. But yeah, the little panels open up on his shoulder. It's weirdly adorable.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the design, it's so many clashing colors. I don't like it. It's green, it's white, it's red, it's blue, it's orange. Like, Jesus Christ. I am excited to see featuring Kikai, though.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
But yeah, so we see him do his own Madoka Butsuka. He switches his weapon into the fucking rod mode. And I gotta say, the standby chime for the Zekan Spear is probably my favorite standby chime to date.
Wow.
I love that song so much.
Was featuring kebabs.
God damn it. Just put kebabs on the edge of the spear mode.
Kebab! Oh, what's that?
What's this?
Wait, what's that?
Was featuring Dark Drive.
Oh, that looks so good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, someone made a Dark Drive Mirai watch. It's fucking awesome.
I saw that. It's awesome.
That's fucking. Oh no, Jazz, no.
Anyway.
But yeah, so in the end, like Gates, like he holds like both the Shinobi and Quiz Mirai watches, and then he just sees like he gets like fucking like a huge vision of Gates revive, and it feels like he just got like a huge like rush from it. He's just like, oh shit!
It looks like he just had a huge LCD or LSD acid trip and had like the most amazing sex all at once.
Yeah, really.
Because he just staggers away from it like he's fucking spent.
And he's just like, holy fuck, and just like another was just like, yep, there you go. That's what you're gonna be, bud.
That's you when you grow up.
Also, he decided to be like a hypocritical fuck and just was like he like whacked Gates out of the way when he was about to like henshin again to fight another quiz and just like no, I was just like, you don't trust me, so I trust you. And I'm just like, okay, dude, like you're not helping him trying to trust you by bitch slapping him like that,
right?
Like Jesus.
Trust is a two-way street.
It is.
Wagakusation, motherfucker.
Yeah. So then we do have a really like feelsy moment. Oh, that's great. Oh, what have we done? I'm so sorry.
We've done it. We've created a meme.
I know. You know what?
He actually looks great. He's like, hey.
Kebab Damashi. Wagakusation, please go fuck yourself. I like that.
Oh, you're doing Waz next?
Oh, awesome. God.
It's gotta be Waz featuring Kebab. Custom
Ainson.
Rider Customs is like, you're stealing my thunder.
You stole my bit!
But we did get a feelsy moment between Mondo and his dad, which I liked. So like we even saw like a shot of like Mondo's mom, and she's like in like a vegetative state, like
yeah, we saw her last week as well,
dying, and she's just like single tear, and I was like, oh my god. So
yeah, I wanted to get emotionally involved in the whole Mondo plot, but it was sort of diminished when you find out, yeah, I don't want to change anything, I just want to know if you loved her or not, and then I'm going to go back to the future where she's dead.
I just couldn't take it seriously because he's wearing that hat.
Also, his hat is fucking stupid.
Fuck you, I love that hat.
Wait, also, do you actually like it or not?
No, I like the hat!
Oh, because you were saying it was stupid.
No, I was making a joke.
Oh, but the hat is stupid.
No, it's not.
I think it's a nice hat.
Maybe fashion in 2040 is fucking alien.
I mean, we're not...
If it is, then that's not a very good example. That's pretty normal fashion.
Well, it's like that picture of, like, a guy dressed in the 1940s, and then, like, us dressed now, and it's like, where the fuck did we go?
Wait, is that why the fucking henshin phrase on his goddamn driver has the word fashion in it?
Yeah.
Because he's weirdly avant-garde with his goddamn polka dot shirt and stupid hat?
Polka dot shirt.
Fucking damn it.
We all live in a polka dot shirt.
Great big pair of polka dot shirts.
Polkaroo! Anyways, the episode ends with Agua stepping down onto a fucking spotlight, and then he gives what looks like the one half of the Zi-O 2 ride watch to Junichiro.
Aguas.
Yeah, OG was. Aguas.
Yeah, Aguas.
Yeah, he's the OG.
I got it.
Siamese cat.
So yeah, soon we're doing freaking Zi-O 2, and I can't wait. I'm so down for that form. It's so cool.
Zi-O.
Oh.
So next week we get to see the start of the Ryuki arc, including another Ryuga and Mirror Zi-O.
You know what? I'm gonna call Zi-O 2 Zi-O Nissan.
Zi-O Ni.
Yeah, Zi-O Nissan. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him.
All right.
Anyways, Yakuza! All right, Lupin Pat, you got us. We are now fully emotionally invested in you, and we've fully accepted you as an amazing fucking Sentai show.
But it's the second last episode.
Yeah, no.
The fact that it took that long is a little bit.
No, but still, I've been really enjoying this show thoroughly, but now this is great. Like this 4 or 5 part finale has just been fucking amazing. It's so good. Like, the emotion's there. The acting's really good. The action's fucking good. Don Yaboon is fucking scary!
Right?
Jesus Christ!
This is what I wanted!
The fucking city!
Yeah,
People are dead!
I gasped. Like, I was not expecting that. I thought he actually killed everyone for a second. They were gonna have to do a full reboot of the universe type ending.
Excuse my loud volume, I'm so sorry, but just, like, people are dead!
Suck
Like,
it, Kuga!
city blocks are just fucking glass! Like, everyone's gone! It's like the Covenant fucking attacked them or something. Like,
And that was him deciding that was enough for today.
yeah, like, he does that amount of, oh,
God damn
there it is, featuring Gavon.
You Jenny!
That's the thumbnail.
No!
Yes. We have to embrace it. Extra did it?
Kabaz!
Yes. Featuring
Damn it.
Kabaz. Yay! Oh, people are gonna see the thumbnail and it's not gonna understand.
I'm sorry.
Kiwai!
No! So, what's funny about the recap at the start of the episode is they say that the Lupins and Patos teamed up to beat Ghosh, except that's not what happened.
Yeah, no, Ghosh fucking killed herself. So they're like, oh, they defeated Ghosh. No,
Yeah, we don't have time to accurately re-summarize. We got shit to do.
Can we just start out first, though, with, like, Sakuya is so sad.
Sad?
Like,
Yeah.
we see, just him, like, getting debriefed or whatever in, like, the room or whatever, like, Hilltop's, like, debriefing them, like, what they need to do now from, like, here on in. And you just see Sakuya just kind of just standing there and just being all just, like, yeah, no. And then Noelle fucking...
No, you know what's funny about that is he looks at his phone and you see, like, 10 failed attempts to call her.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Jesus,
oh,
dude.
no, because, like...
It's sad, but, like, more than 3 is a little stalkery.
No.
At most. I'm being generous when I say that.
So then Noelle decides to finally fucking show up to the Batos, and he's just like,
hey, here's the part where we tell everything of what we've been hiding.
And Sakuya just goes right up to him and just goes, you fucking knew who they were? Why the fuck didn't you tell us? And why the fuck did you make us be friends with them? And like,
finally someone confront him about that.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this since he fucking showed
I
up!
love it that out of all 3 of them, Sakuya was the one to actually confront him about it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then he was just like, oh, what? Was it just like, was it all fake or whatever like that? And Noelle just legit goes, no, I just wanted you all to be friends.
I just wanted you all to be friends! It would be nice if we were all friends! If we were all friends.
Yeah, so, like, that was literally why.
He wanted them all aboard the happy train.
He wanted them to, like, yeah, work together and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that was just really great seeing Sakuya, like, confront Noelle like that. That was fucking awesome.
But yeah, the Lupins have fucking bailed in every sense of the word.
Yeah, like,
they've left.
The bistro is, like, fucking deserted, empty, everything's gone.
All their phone numbers are disabled, assumedly.
Yep.
And they're staying with Noel.
Yeah, they're staying in Noel's fancy apartment.
And it occurs to me that since Sakuya knows that Noelle was very much in contact with the Lupins, why did none of them think to maybe ask Noelle if he knew where they were going? I know that Noelle wouldn't have told them, but they should have asked, you know?
Maybe they just assumed that he wouldn't have told them.
Yeah, that's
just like he didn't tell them a lot of things that they aired out over the course of the episode.
It's because he had a plan, so...
A painful, painful plan. We get some more info on Danya Boone. So not only is that safe he's got golden and chained up, but it's also apparently a fucking infinite space where all of the remaining collection pieces are being held.
Motherfucking Kirby.
Right?
Danya Kirby.
Now I want to see him open the safe and just suck up someone.
Yeah, so he...
That was actually my... sorry for spacing out there for a second, but that was actually my first thought, too. The Squeak Squad mixing abilities mechanic in his stomach thing.
Oh, I love Squeak Squad.
Was that Squeak Squad? Please let me know if I said the wrong Kirby game.
Let us know in a comment.
Sorry.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Crystal Shards.
Sadkuya.
Crystal Shards
Crystal
remix.
Shards had that, but it wasn't like the stomach on the touch screen.
Oh yeah, no, that was Squeak Squad. But yeah, no, that's like busted, and like I've been saying this from the beginning. Just like I knew Danya Boom was just going to be this like fucking superly awesomely powerful.
Finally, we're getting what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, really. Because, like, the whole time, like, no, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting around, just letting everyone else do their thing. And it's just like, Yeah, and like we even get like this great like confrontation between him and Zamigo, and it's just like Zamigo's just like, yeah, don't you fucking touch Super Red, and he's like, you don't fucking tell me what to do, asshole.
Bitch, I will blow up what and or who I damn well feel like.
And Zamigo's just like, yeah, okay, but then afterwards Zamigo's just like, no, fuck you, Super Red's mine.
Don't play with my toys, Dad.
My toys, Dad.
I still think.
Yeah.
I still think.
Yeah, I mean, if not,
it's not because they were
biological son, then some kind of surrogate son.
Maybe.
And just like we see the dining room now, which used to be like just like with Gauche and Destra, and then like, you know, there was a few like danglers sometimes around. No, it's just empty. It's
also,
empty chairs, an empty table.
They erased Ghost from the opening.
Yeah, jeez. Like, way to be consistent with their opening.
I did not notice that. That's horrible.
Yup.
No.
That's hilarious.
That's great attention to detail for their opening too.
Right? They could have easily just left it where it was, and no one would have bat a fucking eye.
No, but good for them. They're like unlike fucking Build's opening.
Yeah.
So that's one of the downsides of Build was just like their opening was not consistent.
At this point, I'm compelled to make a better Build opening myself.
You should.
Maybe.
To build.
Yeah, I'll build a better ending.
There you go.
But yeah, so Kairi.
Sorry, that was good.
Kairi and the rest are holed up at Noel's place, and Kairi decides to go out for a little walk because he assumes that wearing a baseball cap will keep his identity hidden. Even though they've been publicly revealed. Apparently it works, though, because he gets where he needs to go, and he finds Keiichiro and repeats the same speech about missing his shot to the garbage can from episode 1. That's adorable.
I would have loved if Keiichiro just said, fuck you, threw it, and, like, just got it in.
That would have been actually a really nice character growth moment.
You know you'll miss it.
I've gotten better in the last year, fuckface.
Fuck you. No, but just... Oh.
But he actually nailed it, yeah.
And then just, like, literally... Kairi just goes right up to Keiichiro's face, and he's just like, why don't you fucking be pissed off at me? Like, you always fucking are. Like, you know, fight me. Like, you want to take me down for so long.
Hit me! Fight me!
And just,
give me a hug!
Keiichiro just says, no, I'm angry at myself, because I've been useless.
I think what Kairi was trying to do was to get him to be angry at him so he could emotionally detach himself.
Oh, yeah. And just Keiichiro was like, no, like, he cares about him.
I want to be your friends.
Yeah, because he feels like he failed at being an officer because he wasn't able to, like, and then, like, he's like, oh, but what, then Kairi, like, kind of, like, counter-argues him with, like, a quote he said to him, like, early on in the show where, like, Keiichiro said to him, like, yeah, once you've gone down the lowest once you become a Phantom Thief, when you decide to become a Phantom Thief.
I mean, so, like, sure, Keiichiro can beat himself up all he wants, but the fact stands that the Lupins were actually using identity masking technology.
Yeah.
They explicitly said this, that the masks were actually hiding their identities beyond normal recognition, because up until that point we were like, this is just some Sailor Moon bullshit. But no, they explicitly said that, but the fact that Kairi is not telling Keiichiro that that was even a thing means he's letting Keiichiro wallow in his fucking self-pity. So that's a little mean, I think. But you know what? At this point, whatever helps Keiichiro go through a complete character arc.
Right?
And Jesus, does he deliver.
But there's something about this episode... Oh, sorry, did I interrupt?
No, go ahead.
Okay, there's something about this episode that is a little... That and also the next episode preview, where it seems like they're just sort of throwing out the Power Rangers and that the finale is basically just going to be the Lupinrangers doing everything.
Well, I mean, they were kind of always the primary focus since the start. The show is about them trying to get back their loved ones, and also the Patos are defending the city. Like, the Patos defending the city is not exactly a plot by itself.
No.
The show is about balancing both objectives. And, you know, the Lupinrangers revealing their identities and having to give up their lives is kind of a big thing that deserves to be the focus.
It's true.
That makes sense, but they should really be completely equal.
I feel like the Patos will get a bigger say in the next episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now that everything's out in the open, we're shifting into, okay, we have to kill these last two.
Yep.
Speaking of killing or not killing, we finally got a confirmation beyond all shadow of a doubt on the status of the Lupinrangers' loved ones. Whereas first we thought they were dead, and then we thought they were alive because we discovered that the disguise thing was I correctly called, and then we thought they were dead again because the one gangler mentioned that anyone who gets made into disguise is dead. But my thought, which turned out to be correct, was that they have not been made into disguises yet, so they're not dead yet. And lo and behold, they are still alive and encased in ice.
The disguise actually required killing them until this episode.
Yeah. I was pretty much under that idea. But yeah, Zi-O apparently touches the icicle cages of the three loved ones and discovers that they're related to the Lupins. So now he's using them as bait. And succeeds.
Yep.
But yeah. I like that Don Yabuin oozes himself into giant form when he comes out, which makes sense because he stole Gosha's collection pieces.
Yep.
Yeah. What else is worth mentioning? Oh, the scene later in the episode where there's like a really nice emotional remix of the opening theme. I really enjoyed that song.
Oh,
I love it when shows do that. Precure did it this season too, where sometimes in a really emotional scene it would play like a piano ballad version of the opening. And it was so...
Oh god, Tokranio Kebab. That's a little much.
Wow.
What's coming out of him on the side? Like an explosion?
I'm gonna assume more meat.
Oh yeah, it's meat. Huh.
Don Kebab, you know?
Bobby.
Anyway.
Anyways.
But yeah, as Kaguya was mentioning in our chat, Zi-O apparently just stores all his victims in a giant icy freezer hallway of suspended animation.
Of death.
Oh, the one thing that was cool was when Kairi finally steps into Zi-O's parlor. I have no other word for it. And they start, like, yelling at each other. There's this awesome shot where Kairi yells and then Zi-O yells back. And they do what I can only describe as Persona 5 style cutscenes, like cut-ins.
Yeah. That was really cool.
I'm like, what, are you summoning your goddamn Personas? And then the episode ends with the most amazing cross-henshin. We have Lupin Red and Zi-O transforming into their monster forms, and we see them do it between an ice cube that Zi-O has thrown into the air.
And and Zi-O has like the ice sparkle. I don't know why I brought that up. I'm sorry.
Sorry, the what?
The ice sparkle.
Oh, yeah. It was a really nice shot.
Yeah, I like that.
Like suspended animation, I think.
Yeah. And then the episode ends as they start fighting. Because fuck me.
Yeah. Well, you coming back for more?
Like I wasn't already going to.
No, I know. But still.
But yeah, great episode. We're all in. Last two episodes are going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, because, like, this week, this one's going to be, like, the finale. And then, like, the 51, I think, is going to be, like, you know, like, the epilogue. Like,
yeah.
Oh, what's everyone doing?
Where are they now? Will they be friends?
Is it 51?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize there was a 51. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And let's move on to our feature topic.
Be the one, we'll make a way.
I am sorry to report that Be the One was a little bit of a disappointment in the plot of the show.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an okay movie.
Now, let me be clear. Visually, the movie was pretty excellent. There
Shots
was a lot
were
of
really good.
Yeah, really good
Yeah,
shot.
that was the thing for me watching it. Again, I'm sorry if this sounds pretentious or dumb, but I was just in awe with the freaking camera movement.
Yeah.
Like, it's better than most Hollywood movies are.
Visually and with its cinematography, the movie was
Yeah, like,
enjoyable.
The dolly shot around the governor when everyone was chanting, and then the whole chase scene with all the civilians, and that part where they were like going through a hallway and it was just a no-cut shot. Like, they would have to have a guy like doing parkour just to get that shot, basically, and it was so good.
But my biggest complaint with the movie is, based on the truths we learned from Ino Kengo and Gobara and all them, it kind of diminishes the impact Evolt had on the backstory, because they mention, like, oh, you know this part? That was my idea. And you know when we did that? I thought of that. And I'm like, but Evolve did everything!
Yeah, no, that's what I didn't like about this movie, was that we have all these new fucking people who are part of the Blood Clan. And, like, you know what their thing was? Like, you know what their actual problem was? Evolve, they're taking way too fucking long to destroy this fucking world. Can you hurry the fuck up, please? And Evolve's just like,
nah.
No, fuck you. This is my world.
I'm having fun. Fuck off,
yeah,
dads.
Exactly. Like, I love it. They're trying to, like, get him to hurry the fuck up, and he's just like, no.
It is the destiny of the Blood Clan to destroy planets, so we're gonna do the shit now.
Yeah, because honestly...
Now there's a clan, I guess.
He can destroy them, no fucking problem. I know he can. He just didn't want to, because he was just like, he was just like sitting back going, let's see how this fucking goes. Just like, he was just having fun watching.
I like that he actually at one point steps in and saves Sento from being all the way murdered.
Yeah. Like, it was great, and then...
Just like, I'm not done playing with this one! Fuck off!
Yeah, and then Sento's just like, fuck off. Like a lot of this movie was just
he
like...
He spills his fucking coffee and storms out of the boat after being saved from death by the one dude he hates most.
Yeah, really. Like, Jesus fuck. So yeah, apparently these like other new governors, they've been working behind the scenes. Like, he was like the chick was the one who like instigated Gentoku to like start the war and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
We've been here the whole time.
Like, go
Pinky
and
promise.
rewrite everything that we already. You're right. That's sort of weird.
So I honestly prefer thinking that Evolt was behind everything.
Yeah,
it makes it more interesting.
I will say that how they explained why they are here is they were the other astronauts on the Kiwami project along with Soichi.
That's cool.
That was a pretty satisfying explanation for why they were here.
Yeah,
I will say.
Yeah,
but
it was always a bit of a thing in the series, like, where were the other people?
Right? Because too many times villains in movies and specials will just appear with no rhyme or reason to it.
Also, I just feel like the other writers in this show is like, they weren't important enough.
Absolutely. Grease and Rogue are relegated to fighting side villains.
And just Banjo was just being like a puppet.
Banjo got his
tossed around.
Banjo got a Pinocchio stick up his ass the whole movie.
Yeah. It's just like, and Bill played with some dogs and took pictures of them, and it was adorable, and everyone fucking loves them.
That was weirdly adorable, but at the same time, I was dying of laughter at how stupid it was.
It was so funny. He's just like, he's being chased, and he sees these two little dogs, and he's like still transformed his build. And he's
like, rolling around on the floor, taking fucking camera shots.
He's so cute. He just looks up, sees like a bunch of the people, and he's just like,
I'm dumb.
Fucking stupid.
And like the comedic timing and the thought. You know what? I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I think the first act was really, really good, and then the second act was not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the movie tried to be funny, it was very funny. When the movie tried to be serious, it was diminishing how impactful the series was.
Yeah.
I think you just said it a lot better than I did.
There you go.
Still good action, though.
Yes, the action was good, and that leads me into what I think is the best point in the whole movie. Kamen Rider Blood. Holy shit, is he awesome!
No, Blood's a pretty sweet design, I'll admit.
Oh, and I just love that he literally kit bashed this form by stealing Banjo's build driver, the Great Cross Dragon, and then he puts the Lost Cobra bottle into it, and the Hazard Trigger, because that's what he's been aiming for the whole time. So he kit bashes his own form from like 5 different things. It's genius, and I love it.
It's genius!
It's like his own little experiment, and I thoroughly enjoyed the thought process behind the creation of that form. And oh my god, it's so good with the fucking dragon face and the cape, and he's got Evol's fucking shoulder, chest, lapel area, whatever you want to call it, collar area, and it's it's such a good design.
Yeah.
And the funniest part about Kamen Rider Blood is that apparently, in order to henshin, he has to fucking absorb all three of his underlings, the 2 other governors and Banjo.
That was very, that was cool looking, but it didn't make all that much sense.
Well,
Right?
it's probably because, like, it is, like, a kit bash fucking form.
Like,
so,
we gotta
like,
eat people to maintain this thing, I guess.
like, it probably takes a lot of fucking power to just,
right?
like...
It is the max hazard trigger.
Yeah. So, and then, like, the movie starts weirdly, because, like, it's like when the skywall first, like, erupted out of the ground, and it's just freaking Build Dad just being like, oh, Takumi, like, you gotta get out of here, you gotta stop, like... This evil alien's gonna like destroy and take over the world or whatever, and you gotta build something to stop them. You're the savior of humanity.
No,
it's
no.
like,
The point of that scene was for Build Dad to tell Takumi that Banjo Ryuga was going to be someone he needed to look for.
oh yeah, that.
And
too.
you know what? I like that because that explains why Takumi sought out Banjo in the first place for his little fake job, and then ended up trying to kill him. You know?
Oh yeah, that makes a
So
lot of sense.
the movie did a good job of connecting some plot points. I just didn't enjoy all of those plot points.
Yeah,
as I mentioned.
don't make these other
Like,
new.
the way you corrected they connected them seemed weird to you.
No, like, the whole thing about Takumi's dad telling him about Banjo was a good plot point to include because it filled in a gap that...
Like,
Those flashbacks were cool.
Yeah.
But like, why did you abandon him there? Like, why did he go over to a cop and just be like, "Oh, take care of my son," and then he runs off. He's like, "Dad!" And he's like, "Love and peace. All right, see you later. You're gonna see me till the end of the show."
I'm warning you all with love and peace. Love and peace. I'm warning you all.
So like,
I will not be signing any more drivers.
I don't understand why Build Dad just decided to fuck off. Like, why didn't he work with Takumi to
I
help
think it's
him?
because he knew what was coming. Because then he has started working with Evolve.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm going to get away from him. That way I can protect him. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's like, I'm going to go...
Just being a father.
I'm going to get in on the ground floor of what the villains are doing so I can protect Takumi
and then
from
he
it.
can do his build thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Alright, cool. Thank you. I will say, though, when Banjo becomes, like, Blood's puppet, he fucking wears that outfit super awesomely. And also, whatever this, like other outfit Sento was wearing, like, the rest of the movie, I loved it! I love that outfit he was wearing! Like,
the military uniform?
Yeah, this military uniform was fucking awesome! I don't know why, I liked it.
I still prefer his normal trench coat.
No, I liked it a lot. It was super cool. Well, like, he didn't wear his trench coat this whole movie.
Because it's fucking summer during the movie.
Yeah, I know.
Which I could use some of at this point.
Then,
I'm normally someone who hates summer so much that I will tolerate everything winter throws at me just to spite summer. But this winter, this last week in particular, has been so fucking miserable that I officially renounce my preference of winter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to like one. Fuck them both!
You're spring and a fall dude.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because what comes up
Spring
must
and
come down.
fall is perfect, I think.
Yeah, fall is perfect.
I prefer spring because that way you're not dreading the oncoming snow.
I just like winter because of how like different it just makes the entire world look like. So
anyway,
yeah.
At the start of the movie, we got a really, really nicely shot rabbit tank form henshin.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Right?
But I love it. Like he fights like just these new guys and like whatever Hazard Smash, whatever like that. He's just like
the flying and I think burn lost Smash
because at this point, like sure he goes to like rabbit tank afterwards, but like right away he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go base for it.
It's because it's a movie and they got to show off his base form.
But I did like him getting like I liked seeing like all the extras that they got. Like they got over like 1,000 extras or whatever for that scene of like the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just it really takes away from it when like you can see in the distance just like regular shit still going on, like traffic and just people walking around, just going, hey, what's going on over there?
That's nice.
I didn't notice that, but
oh, you
I
cut
was
out,
watching
Emily.
on my phone, so maybe that's why.
Oh no, I can't hear you.
I can hear.
Oh, I can't.
Well, then exit and leave the chat.
Oh no. Oh, I think I did. Hang on.
But yeah, so the movie basically starts after that with the three governors declaring that the 3 city-states of Japan will be uniting under their shared governance.
There we go.
And we shall
shared
call
hatred of Kamen Riders.
And we shall call it Japan. And yeah, they bring up the fact that the general public dislikes Kamen Riders because they have been seen as instruments of war. and sure, I can see that, but they're clearly ignoring the definitely existing population of people that have been saved from the fucking smash by Kamen Riders. But
yeah,
that factor kind of goes out the window when it becomes very clear that the governors are hypnotizing the people into doing what they want.
Yeah, especially turning them into fucking mindless zombies.
When they start cheering "Leap to our doom."
10 minutes! 10 minutes!
The weird thing is it actually, that's pretty good.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, all I could really think of was that this is really dumb and kind of personal. Not in like a gross way, and just like it's a personal thing.
Sure, go ahead.
But it was almost identical to a story idea I made up like when I was little, where this AI character enslaved everybody to go after the hero, and that was all I could think of the whole time. And then I'm thinking to myself, was that plot just better than I thought it was, or does this movie just have the same plot ideas as me when I was 12?
Yeah.
I don't know, but like it was weird because like all the beats of the plot were the same. Like the whole chase scene, I'm just thinking like, wow, what? It's kind of scaring me. But this one was actually better because I mean it actually led somewhere.
As I mentioned, when the movie tries to be funny, it's very funny, and the chase when he's running away from the 1,000 people is fucking amazing.
It also made me think of A Hard Day's Night.
Especially when a goddamn helicopter flies in.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, yeah, this guy just goes like, just like fucking launches himself towards Phil.
Fire me, boy!
He's dead.
He's very dead.
Dead. But yeah, it was just super.
Fire me, boy!
And then just like we just see like Bill. He's like, all right, cool, and then he just sees like all these giant group of people just walking towards him. He's like,
Nani?
He's like, what the fuck?
Nani?
And then you get that zoom out shot, and it's just like this whole wad of people. Like all of the camera framing and stuff for the funny parts was really good.
And then we have the governors listening to goddamn fucking Kakume, because it's always goddamn Kakume!
Yeah, and so like they're talking to Evolt, just being like, yeah, can you hurry the fuck up? And he's just like, no, fuck you.
Lol, get fucked, I have Pandora's box.
Yeah, I have the Pandora box, I can defeat all of you with the snap of my fingers, so fuck off. Like, it's amazing, and then just like...
Although he doesn't actually have the box, he just has the power.
Yeah, and then one of them like pulls a fucking, that chick from Aquaman or whatever like that, where she like, she breaks the ball of wine and she can morph it into stuff, and it's like, ooh!
I think the idea was that they each control a different element, because Evolt clearly has fire.
Yeah.
Saiga, I think, is earth because she warps the record player. Gobara clearly controls water with the wine.
Yeah.
And it's safe to say that Kengo can probably do air.
Yeah.
I guess that's why he flies.
Avatar.
Maybe that explains why he flies when he's Kamen Rider Blood.
Then everything changed when Evolt attacked.
Yeah. Everything changed when Evolt invaded.
And when they needed Kamen Rider Build the most, he vanished.
10 years later.
10 years later, me and my friend Pancho Ryuga discovered him.
Oh yeah, they also mentioned, like, how I was saying that they discovered, like, haha, remember this? It was me. Apparently, Gobara, Mr. Captain Zebra Fucker, was apparently the one feeding the Smash sightings to Mitan.
So that guy was just watching the thing and giving them the ideas to bring Banjo and Sento together.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm glad we got an explanation for it, but I don't exactly call that satisfying.
Also, these zombified people are fucking awesome, because there's one scene where just like they fucking yank the fucking like bottle out of the belt so he can like,
right?
Yeah, I was like, that was great.
99%
detention them. He just grabs the robot.
That's the thing. It just
99% of people in Rider don't think to maybe do the thing to turn off the Rider powers, but not only did Rider at the end of Build decide maybe we should kick the fucking driver, but humans in this movie decided maybe if we take the fucking gimmick out of their belts. Hypnotized humans with no base fucking brain power.
Well, I don't even know if they did it on purpose or if it was just.
You cut out, Emily. But yeah, Blaze is pointing out in our chat that it was Blood himself who did the whole messages through Mitan thing. And And what Gobara did was he was the one who came up with the idea to kill Banjo's girlfriend Kasumi in order to piss him off and get his hazard level going.
Mm-hmm.
Emily, you there?
Yes?
Okay, sorry, you were cutting out on my end.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, so apparently Misora and Sawa are not immune to this brain fuckery because Sento gets back to Nashita only to find out that they're hypnotized too.
Well, I mean, like, eventually Bernard fucking prevents Misora from being, like, continually possessed.
And then she activates what I can only refer to as the Bernardome.
Yeah.
Later in the movie.
So-
Good job, Bernard. You did something useful.
I just love that, like, clearly, on one hand, you have humans chasing the secondary riders who are smart enough to know to take out the jellies from their goddamn belts. But then you cut to fucking Sawa and Misora. Sento dives for the goddamn fridge to get past them, and it doesn't work at first, but he manages to flip on the emergency smoke or whatever and then go into the purification tank. And apparently, Sawa and Misora, in their hypnotized states, are too stupid to know how to open the thing.
Yeah.
Like, eventually they just get gassed enough that they fall unconscious, but it was weird that they couldn't just, like, you know, click the thing to open the tank. And I get it's to serve the progression of the movie plot, but, you know,
I don't know.
You know, I'm picky like that.
Yeah. And yeah, like, Grease and Rogue get captured, and then, like, you know, they're trapped in a prison, they're trying to figure out how to get out, and just Utsumi shows up, he's like, "We're looking for these boys!"
If you want them back, you're going to have to suck my dick!
And just Grease is like, yeah, right, like, we fucking do that, we're getting Toku immediately, he's just like, "Hey, you're the truly superior one!" He's like, that's right.
I will suck your robot dick!
His shirt said that, but...
Well, which I will say, it sucks we didn't see Mad Rogue.
Right? I wanted so bad for Mad Rogue to do something.
That would have been cool. Well, I mean, we didn't even get Evil, so...
No, we did. When he saved Sento, he was in black hole form.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Although, I wish there was more of him, but the movie is not about him.
No. It's never about him. So then, yeah, like, eventually we get to the climax, and, like, Sento, like, goes to talk to Katsuragi, and, like, we get, like, heavy amounts of plot rain.
He visits Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, and again, like, I love the scenes when just, like,
there was a
Sento's
very
talking.
long stretch of time where it was just Sento standing in the rain that was actually pretty atmospherically interesting.
Oh yeah, the movie had plenty of plot rain.
Well, it's just, like...
And I like how the weather report at the beginning actually foreshadowed the plot rain.
Did it? I didn't notice.
It actually said later there will be showers.
So make sure you save your plot arcs till then.
But no, just, like, him sitting in the rain reminded me of that scene from the Ripping Friends when, like, they're fighting the ovulator. And it's just like, they figure out, like, oh, if they make it rain, like, chickens look up in the rain, they drown.
Right? Because Sento does kind of look up, and I'm like, you're gonna drown there, buddy.
Look out for that orifice!
There was one shot during that scene that was absolutely not intended to be funny, but I found it hilarious anyway. So he's standing there in the rain, and the shot is just on his face, and you hear his phone ring. And without his face moving at all, you just see his hand with his phone come up to his face. And I just want him to go, "This is a bad time. Can I call you back?"
Not no.
Sorry, just you describing that now just made me think of the scene in Zoolander where he runs out of the bar and is in the rain and he answers his phone and is like, "God?"
Just like he answers the phone. "I've had a really fucking bad day. What do you want?"
Just picks up the phone, just answers the phone. "Hello, Kiryu, Sento. You have been selected."
You've been selected to go on a all expenses paid vacation to Japan.
To Los Angeles, California. Please call back at this number 5550678 to claim your prize now. Thank you, Kiryu,
Credit card
Sento.
required. Spam phone
Things
calls.
like TV shows, like being on exactly what they need when it's on the right channel, or calls always being from the person that's relevant.
I don't know why that's so funny. Just, hello, Kiryu, Sento.
No, it'll be Katsuragi Takumi because there's no way Kiryu Sento registered himself.
Hello, Katsuragi Takumi.
You have an overdue account of $2,379 on your electricity bill.
Oh, gee.
Just like from a building that he used to live in, but just doesn't remember anymore.
Oh man.
It's fucking utilities in Japan must be really fucked because you at one point you
Hello, Takumi, this is Yuka. Why didn't you call me back? It's been like a year.
but like
What, you forget me or something? Fuck you. Beep.
like you see one shot where Sento just like kicks over a bunch of trash bags, and I'm like, yeah, I guess trash pickup must be pretty shit these days.
See, I'm sad that's not a thing in like movies and shit anymore, like answering machines. Because
Well,
like
now we have voicemail.
no, I know, but like because like a great example was like in Batman Returns or whatever, when like Selena Kyle's just like pressing her answer machine, she's just like listening to all the people who fucking called her.
Well, voicemail on mobile phones basically does that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have
You
the
can have
funny.
the montage scenes where it's like you listen to the message that was left on the guy
Yeah.
go through stuff.
Yeah.
Katsuragi Takumi, your anti-amnesia medication has been ready for pickup for 10 years.
So then, like, Bernard or whatever goes like, oh, like, or like, Sento discovers like this thing where like apparently if you like combine 2 organic bottles together, you can make like this ultimate thing.
Well, the way that works is when Sento is in his day job lab that when he used to work in, he finds a file that says that 2 Kamen Riders of hazard level 7 can modify bottles that will work together even if they're both biotic or abiotic. And that's interesting that we finally learned what terminology they categorize the organic and inorganic bottles as.
Mhm.
They were calling them biotic and abiotic. which-
Abiotic.
I remember that from science class.
Exactly. But yeah, so the idea was that 2 riders who reached hazard level 7 could produce these 2 bottles that would be powered up enough to work together even if they normally couldn't. Which is the reason why 2 Kamen Riders were needed to begin with. So that's another interesting plot point that was explained.
Except that it was like the reason it has 2 bottles instead of 1 was for that.
Exactly.
I thought it was just because of the best matches, but
So when Sento is fighting Kamen Rider Blood, the rabbit bottle gets powered up into its gold form, and he manages to use the Buster to rip Banjo out of Blood, which also turns the Dragon Bottle silver. And we don't get to see actual Rabbit Dragon in the movie, because it happens at the end of the show, but Bernard uses her magic Bernard Dome to combine the Genius Bottle with the Gold Rabbit and the Silver Dragon, and thus we get Cross Build.
We get the cross build can.
Yeah, which is a fancy
And
color.
then we get probably the funniest fucking thing in the whole movie where just like Sento's like going to transform into fucking cross build. And just like
Banjo's like turning away to go, alright, I'll leave you to it, buddy.
And just
whoops!
Oh, and he's trapped in like the whole sequence.
Okay, so before we talk about that further, Blaze mentioned in our chat a while back that this was something that we predicted early in the series during another episode of Castranger.
Oh.
We were like, what would happen if they henshin too close together and their like frames got caught up with each other?
there.
This is kind of that, where Banjo got caught up in the frame of Cross Build, and you just see his face like, are you ready? No! Fucking don't do it!
That was great.
Boom! Swooped up into fucking Cross Build.
So just Banjo's just trapped when he's about like when the henshin's about to happen, and then you just see him just like he just gets sucked in with them.
The abruptness and how fast it happens is the funniest shit in the whole
man,
movie.
it's so good. Like that was exactly how this henshin needed to be. And so yeah, cross build is it's a fusion. Like they're both just they pulled a double.
Yeah.
They pulled a double extreme.
Yeah.
They're
It's
just like both same mind, same body, and then like they're just going like, ah, what the fuck, we're fused, holy shit! And then like they decide to like go follow him because like at this point Blood's like, oh, I'm gonna create Pandora's Tower in the core of the planet.
Yeah, that's really interesting because he's like, well, Evolt's plan was to create Pandora's Tower to raise up to the heavens, so we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna
Go to hell!
We're gonna create what I can only refer to as Pandora's Burrow, I guess, and bury down into the Earth's core and blow up the planet.
Yeah.
And you know what? Solid plan.
And then they do a really smart thing when like they go underground. Actually, like a camera drone kind of like follows them down so that we can get like the camera footage so they can.
The
see what's going on
apocalypse
TV.
will be televised.
Yeah, and so then on TV, like you can see them like fighting on TV, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. So it's good they established that shot of like the little camera drone following them in.
Yeah,
it's like good job, movie.
Because if they didn't show that drone flying in and we still saw footage of them fighting on the TV, I would have been like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? So
for
they're
that.
like still trying. I like it that they're like not immediately like they know how to fight in this form. They're actually like fighting over each other on how to use the body.
Exactly, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And then eventually they just become in sync with each other, and then
As they're running around basically the Halo rings.
Yeah, and then just like they summon like a.
It was like the Halo rings.
Yeah, and then they summon like a silver dragon, and then a gold rabbit, and it's pretty
Right?
cool.
And fucking Blood answers them by summoning the same snake summon
Cobra, yeah.
that Bloodstar
Oh, the
had.
fucking recolored.
No, it's the same color.
Yeah, but like the recolored Venom snake.
Oh yeah. The model's based on Venosnaker
Yeah.
from Ryuki.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he summoned the same snake that Bloodstar could do.
Blood snake.
Sure, they are the Blood Clan.
Yeah, I know. I thought snake was Stark's thing.
He was using the Cobra ball, the lost
That's
Cobra
true.
ball.
Oh, that's true.
in
That
his
makes
belt.
sense. Yeah. And then they defeat him with like a super showy attack, and it's cool. Blood's like, "Fuck you!" Ah!
Love and peace, finish.
Yeah, I love.
And I love that like they summoned the mathematical parabola like they did during the rabbit tank kick,
Mhm.
but instead it's all two gold and silver lines coiled up together.
I like the little touch that where you land.
It's a double helix, like DVD, like TNA. What the heck?
And I did
My
like
brain is messed. I'm sorry.
I did like the little thing where like he doesn't like stick the landing properly.
Oh yeah, he flubbed the landing after the kick. That was
I
funny.
think that might have just been like the best shot they could have filmed him actually doing that. So they just kept with it. They're like whatever.
They're not still perfectly synced,
Oh,
or they've released all the tension, so it's like, oh, now I'm dizzy.
Yeah, and then and then like they explain like why we don't see it for the rest of the show. So
The bottles
The
go back to
bottles turn
normal.
back to
Yeah.
normal.
That's awfully convenient.
and then Rogue and Grease had a fight, and Grease was like, "Yeah, did you see that? Me too. Me too.
Where the fuck am I?
Me too." Oh.
Oh yeah, but let's comment on the fucking other governor's smash form. So Gobara turns into a goddamn zebra.
And they got destroyed by side characters.
It had
Yep.
hooves. He had hooves.
He had fucking hoof fists. And I will say though that Saiga turning into the Scissors last smash was badass because she could just summon a fucking field of blades.
Yeah,
That was badass.
that was neat.
And her face with the scissor blades made her look like a pterodactyl, and I like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this looks like a pterodactyl.
I like that.
So then it just kind of ends with them going, "All right, what should we do now?" I don't know, and they just walk off. It just seems like
Although there's mention by the news reports going on that people are starting to gather in front of Pandora's Tower, which immediately leads into the episode that followed the movie.
yeah,
We're evolved black holed everybody.
So it's just like the way this movie ends. It just then it has like a nice happy song, and then like pans out to like the city and everything. That's
Although during that shot you don't see the Skywall or Pandora Tower fucking anywhere.
no.
That was really weird.
And
you're
just
right.
it felt like this was like a peaceful ending, and I'm just like, guys, Evolt's still out there.
Nothing is resolved.
Nothing
Biggest
is
threat
resolved.
is still at large.
He just stopped a second attempt at someone trying to destroy the world. So it's like you still have Evolt to deal with.
Right? It sucks all tension out of the movie.
So so this movie just kind of felt like weird
A distraction.
canon filler.
The movie was a distraction.
Yeah.
And not an amazing one.
Yeah. So overall, I thought it was okay.
It dramatically lessens Evolt's impact in the story so badly that I want to declare it non-canon.
Yeah, no.
But I can't.
I don't care. At this point, I'm just gonna say Evolt was like, no, it was me.
Let's just say that they were lying just to fuck with Sento.
There we go. That headcanon.
Evolt didn't confirm any of that himself.
No. Exactly.
Evolt's the real villain.
Evolt is the real villain. So, Emily, what did you think of the movie?
I thought, I mean, I understand the plot reservations you guys have. That makes sense. But I really just thought it was amazingly. I know this sounds like pretentious and stuff, but it was just amazingly filmed. Like,
It was a
They
well
did
put
not-
together movie, and it
they
was
did
very
not
funny.
just squander the fact they had a movie budget to make this. They were like, let's break out the crane shots and the dolly shots and the effects shots and all these crazy camera movements. And I do think the comedy worked better than the I wouldn't say the action, more the
The plot.
and stuff, because the action was really well done too. But It was sort of the scenes, and even the scenes that weren't action or funny, like the Sento standing in the rain scene, were good, but I think I agree with you now. I understand what you mean by how it undermines the show a little bit with its plot twist of how these guys we never heard about were behind like almost everything apparently.
Right?
But like if you take that out of consideration in terms of like the movie, I feel like, did you like it more when you watched it raw and you didn't know that was a thing?
You know what? I did.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, because without knowing like that twist and just seeing the clips on their own without context, it probably was like absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and that's
There you
a little
go.
sad.
And I can definitely see where you came from on that, and I'm sorry.
You know, it wasn't the worst. I've had worse movies.
Guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, my favorite Kamen Rider movie, like of the Neo Heisei era, is still Surprise Future. Like that movie.
Future.
That movie was fucking amazing.
I would have put money down that you were gonna say Surprise Future.
Dude, it was a fucking great movie.
Right?
Fucking oh man, it's so good. But like my favorite Kamen Rider movie overall, Den-O Final Countdown, without question. Like it was the perfect Kamen Rider film, in my opinion. What's your favorite? You'd say?
It's hard to pick one, but one that springs to mind that's definitely in my top 5 is Onigashima.
Oh, okay.
The Cho Den-O Decade movie.
Oh,
It's pretty good. Plus Den-O Vega form, new Den-O Vega form is
I thought
goddamn
you were gonna
godlike.
say. I thought you were going to say Paradise Lost.
That's probably up there too.
Last movie was really good.
It's really good to see alternate futures where the monsters fucking win.
Can we have another one of those type of movies, please?
Right?
Okay, the Zi-O movie better be that.
Oh.
It just better be like for a fucking Rider show about goddamn time. It better have a fucking alternate timeline based movie,
Right?
Like bring that back. It's such a good concept. Kabuto did it super well. Thighs did it super well.
Kabuto did it and also managed to make it fit into the actual canon at the same
fucking
time.
genius. And then like Blade sort of did it, where it just like fucked with the
Blade
ending
did
a
the
little.
same thing Fies did, where it was an alternate ending timeline.
Yeah, and then Gaim did it, but it was really poorly done.
Gaim was just a whole parallel world within the canon, and then what we were there for ended up being nothing.
Don't put soccer into this amazing show. Like, come on. Anyways, so yeah, that was Kamen Rider Build Be the One. It's alright. Honestly, we're all waiting for Heisei Generations Forever because that's going to be the much better movie.
Let's just put it this way. If you're in the process of watching Build for the first time, absolutely put it into the canon rotation. But if you're going back and rewatching Build, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
You can leave it out.
Like, it's just one of those things where just, like, watch it and then just move on and finish the rest of the show. So.
You should probably watch it though, because it does have some stuff that's really nice.
It is.
I give it my completionist rating of finish it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Pretty
Donate
much,
it.
actually.
Download it!
There you go. Look at it. Look at it! Look what you've done!
Watch the Raw! Raw it!
Raw it!
No.
Oh no!
No, thank you.
Don't even watch the sub.
Watch it with protection. Copyright protection. What were you thinking?
Are we the Castrangerist?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, so this has been Radio Sentai Castranger.
So, as always, thank you for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, doing all that fun shit. I keep forgetting to do the intro for new people, but
Hopefully this will be the last episode, the first and only last episode that we do the kebab beam. It was fun, boys, but now it's overstayed its welcome.
It was pretty good while it
see,
lasted.
now that you said that, it will absolutely keep coming back.
No, I'm sorry.
Remember Pilly Polio, guys?
Oh no!
I was not there for that.
And
but
that
I
chick
do
from
remember.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Alright, so as always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find all of our things: Facebook, Twitter, Discord, where you can listen live and chat with us, and our Patreon, where you can join cool customers such as Blaze here in our chat and help support the show. Even $1 a month is plenty, and we don't deserve it, but we would love you for it.
Guess.
It's live action surprise Pikachu.
God damn it.
There's also this one that I found.
Like it's great to know that like the movie's not even out yet and they're already working on the fucking sequel. Oh yeah, it's Emmett, right?
Look at me,
Yeah,
I'm the writer now.
Surprise Pikachu.
I every time I watch the trailer and like watch like see stuff from the Lego movie, I keep forgetting that's Chris Pratt voicing them.
Right?
I'm like, that's
The
awesome.
second one comes out soon.
The second part, yes.
Yeah.
The first one was actually one of my favorite like movies ever, not just animated, not just like ever.
There's so many goddamn movies coming out that I want to see and haven't been able to make time
Got
for.
super Oscar snubs.
I was still. Oh god, it's the. Oh, what was the concept of that again?
I don't remember. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
cool
but
truck.
Cool
the
truck.
cool truck. Because you said cool truck one time.
Remember the cool truck? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all.
Sorry.
And we'll. Jikai, Little Sentai Castranger. So, seeing as we've done the Build movie, next week, yes, Blaze, we're gonna do un film. Je watch le film.
Yes, you can be on.
You can be on the episode, Blaze. Because you're our darling patron. Anyways, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye! Back to Kingdom Hearts 3!
Thank you for listening, everyone. Sorry for my weird rambling about camera.
Eat some kebabs.
Yeah, if you have a kebab, you should eat what? That didn't turn out well.